And we're
Okay.
live.
We're
Just like that.
Hey!
That's a thing.
Hello.
And we're almost at a level 2 hype train as we're going live. What the heck, guys?
What?
It's so beautiful.
What do you guys like us or something?
Or something.
Stop it.
Or something,
Stop it.
definitely.
Wow,
Everybody.
I just had some. There was double audio there for a little bit, everyone. Sorry about that, but thank you so much for everyone being here.
Poopsels.
We are almost. We're almost to a level 2. We're out of. We're almost still. No, we were on level 2. We're almost level 3, I believe.
No, we're on level 2. We're almost level 3.
I think that's exactly what I just said.
No,
It
you
is
said
what
we're
you-
on level 2. Wait, no, I said, but Dan, you're confusing me now. No, we're level 1. Level 1. We're almost level 2. Don't confuse me with your coy ways.
Don't trick me as some
Asia.
sort of a conjurer of cheap tricks.
Saucy minx, you.
And more importantly,
What a
we are
day.
halfway filled on our Playotic meter. Playotic meter? Playoss? Playoss?
I have playoffs
That-
written, but
Playoss.
it's playotic also. I don't, you know, it's not playoffs.
It's not.
But
And
yeah.
there.
Oops.
Now we're letting see level
Okay.
2. Level 2 complete. So now we're at level 2 on the way to level 3.
Is that what
You were
it
just
is?
We're
Okay.
early.
level 3 now.
Gotcha.
Thought it is level 3, and we are closer to the Playotic giveaway. This is
Wait,
all.
you guys,
there's so
I
many
thought we were
levels.
level 6.
Hi, we're here
Level.
to play Dungeons and Dragons today.
Yeah.
Not talk about levels and meters and trains.
Speaking of levels,
Speaking of levels. What?
What?
what levels are in
Was there
Dungeons and
another part
Dragons?
of that?
You said speaking of levels, and you stopped.
But we're playing. There's levels in Dungeons and Dragons, like level 1, level 2, level
Oh.
6.
I thought
don't
you
know.
were segueing into something else.
I was trying to
Like, you had us
segue
on the edge
into
of
let's
our
talk about
seats.
the game that we're gonna play instead of
Tell us, Dylan. Tell us
going on
everything.
bits. But we can go on bits.
Speaking of politicians,
Oh.
but
Ooh, tough
yeah,
crowd.
everyone, welcome to Playotic. This is the bounty board where we have these one shots with reoccurring characters, and in this case, as you've already noticed, 2 new players. We have Kinsey, the Sea Cat, and we also have Alan. Welcome to Playotic, buddy boy.
Hello.
A brand
Yeah.
new member of the Playotic, brand new member of the Coterie of Chaos.
Oh, nice.
Playoffs.
Playoffs.
No, but that messes up the alliteration.
Well, but our name.
No, shut up.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Well, see, we are
Oh, Coterie for the
Playotic,
Coterie.
but then like the production company would be Coterie of Chaos. So you know what I mean? It's like DreamWorks.
We could be
And
the
Paramount.
pottery of chaos.
Yes.
Ooh, the pottery of playoffs. We were just at a bar at a pottery barn, just painting like a cup.
Exactly. Mine's glazed.
Already? You already finished painting it?
That's incredible.
Yeah, dude, that was fast.
I was gonna say something, but it's wildly inappropriate. So I'm not going to.
Really?
I was gonna say I'll glaze your cup, bub.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
It
Sorry.
wasn't even good. It was
No,
it was appropriate.
crass.
It wasn't
It's
good.
just not funny. That's why
I'm kidding.
Sumner say things.
Sumner, please save us.
I'm definitely not reading the source material for this one shot.
Not at all.
So that's okay. But yeah, so last week we left off where Nolan was DMing and introduced us to the city or the town of Franflingfar, which is a gnomish village made almost entirely of gnomes that are incredibly, I would say, ambitious with their inventions. A lot of artificers, and oh my god, we are into level 2 of the Playotic meter. Thank you, everybody. That means at intermission we'll be having a giveaway. It's actually, I gotta go ahead and open up that giveaway, don't I now? But we're in the town of Flingfar, all gnomish, and our players, including Abel, which is my character, and we have Brom, who's Mick, who plays Brom. We have Throom, played by Dylan, Scree, played by Zach, and Abel, played by myself, and we will have 2 new characters whom we will get to know in the middle, and they will very shortly. Let me open up that giveaway really quickly. Did we want to go over what happened last time for those who remember?
Yes.
I
Take it
screamed.
away.
So we came to this town. They're having a, I guess you could call it like a farmer's market of inventions, and there's a competition every week to who has the best inventions, and it's kind of usually between these two. I'm terrible with names, so I don't know them off the top of my head. But one of them is known as not Bonesaw. I kept thinking Bonesaw because Bonesaw's ready, but it's not Bonesaw. But he does a lot of stuff with body parts, fake eyes, prosthetic legs, but made out of other prosthetic legs. Or made out of other, like someone else's leg, reusing body parts type of stuff. We found a cat in the bar that we were hanging out in, and it had a prosthetic eye. His name is Thor, and Throom thought it was his name, and so now we're kind of on a quest to find this cat's owner. Walking through the stalls in the markets, we came across a flyer that had Bonesaw's, I'm gonna call him, name as like it's like he won, but his name was like scratched out, like someone was mad at him. It was a big mystery. We then came across a note, and we realized that two of us could read, but only one of us was choosing to read. So half the group literally was unable to read. More than half the group was unable to read it, and one of them was choosing not to read it.
Because it was written in common.
Yes.
It was not like a foreign language.
I mean,
Just
look, when you're blind, a terrified
blind man
kobold,
gets a
and raised by
pass.
bears, you don't learn your ABCs, all right?
hey, he's doing his literal best. All right.
Can Brom read Braille?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just curious because he's recently blinded.
Yeah. Well.
Fairly
Okay.
recently.
So yeah, like he's smart. He's a smart lad. He just can't. He can't use his eyes to read.
Yeah, he just physically is unable to read because his eyes are. He's literally blind. What do you? I mean, common is not something he can read because
Did someone pass him something to read? I was
No.
just curious. 'cause He's got
we
bandages.
found
The crumpled piece of
he was tapping his cane on the ground and hit on a crumpled note, and
Okay, that's
he
what it
handed
was.
it to you because he could not read what was on the crumpled note.
That's right. I was like, even if he wasn't blind, he's got bandages. I feel like even if he could see, then the bandages would prevent said.
Well, and then
Anyway.
everybody had to be a dick about the fact that he's blind.
What? Were we?
I literally carried you on my back. Why are you calling me mean?
Okay.
I'm just trying my best. I played backup drums for you in the bar.
Okay, in fairness, it was Ash. She was the dick. She pulled up the fact
well,
that he's blind.
That's how you know
I
she loves you,
I
though.
think I would venture to say cantankerous, perhaps.
That's fair. Hold on. Why am I
As you
cantankerous?
filled your cantankards at the tavern.
That's true. Okay, she was just rude. She was rude to the blind man. That was what happened.
All right. Yeah.
But
I mean, that's
does
not
being
untrue.
blind give you carte blanche on no one's ever gets to be mean to you? Anyway, both the super inventy gnomes' stalls were empty, and we spoke to somebody. Was it at another stall?
Yeah.
Who pointed us in the direction of the Bonesaw's house, and we started heading that direction. And then we got a note that implicated someone at the church. They might have been helping them, so they might know where they went. So we did a 180 and walked to the church and stopped walking to his house. And the lady at the church was like, I don't know, I haven't seen him in a few days. Go to his house. And so now we're walking to his house.
That is true. Yes, you're walking to his house, and I'm definitely prepared for this. So
He's very prepared.
I'm so prepared that you guys are walking towards this house, and somebody stops you. You see that it's this gnome that says, "Hey, you should go to the tavern. We have a
What-
sale on beer." and they run away.
Who did he
The
say this
weirdest
to?
thing. Yeah, it's this gnome of the. You can't tell what gender they are. They have medium length brown hair, and you just see the back of their head, and they're running away. You just know that there's a sale from beer.
No, who did they say this to?
They said it to the group of you. They said,
Oh.
"Hey," and booked it. There's
They
no
were
details
essentially
to
one
pull.
of the sign spinners.
Yeah, if you want to roll insight, you can, but that's all I'm going to give you.
Should we be those players and just like, no, the DM's pointing in this direction. Let's go a different direction. You know, like
Yeah,
every
you
group
totally
ever.
can. I was just curious how you'd respond.
I mean, I was just being
no,
I was making a goof and a gaff.
Goof.
It was a bit. It was just a bit.
It's a bit. It's half a bit. Like half joking.
So Brahm hears that there is beer on sale, and his
On their gnome dome. Thank you, Potato Man.
and his he instantly seems intrigued, and I'm trying to compelled, if you will, as if an unseen force drags him in the direction of the pub. I'm delaying the inevitable of having to speak, and definitely not get the accent that I've worked on for quite some time. So he starts like as if an invisible rope pulls him in the direction of the tavern, and he's tapping with his staff out forward as he heads towards the pub's direction. And this fleet-footed gnome, I imagine he was fleet of foot if he just was like, "Hi, there's
Hi! Just, and visibly and smelled drunk.
I like
10
to
a.m.
imagine that he was like, "Hey, if you were a bear, would you drink yourself?"
Oh no!
In which
begins.
Rob would be like, "Yes,
It would.
yes, I would."
You hear him yelling this to other people in the distance, by the way. Hey! Just- You
Well, since I no
follow the,
longer
"Hey!"
have a Drake to cower behind, I'm cowering behind Thrum.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So Scree, you're like this cowardly type kobold that is kind of just around the nearest big person. And Abel is with you, by the way.
Yes.
And Abel does say, well, the festival is not for 2 days. We don't have to rush to this Bonesaw character now. But I will follow your lead.
I don't know about you, but I could absolutely use a drink. And they're on sale. Do you have any idea, Doc, how infrequent pubs run sales on their alcohol?
I've only ever seen pubs with sales, Brom, but I see your point.
They never do it. It never happens. You know, I may not be a master of the dark arts. I'm more of a petty dabbler myself. But I will say, cheap beer is not a bad thing.
Scurry, what about you? Would you rather go see the Bonesaw character that presumably takes the dead and reanimates them in some way, or would you like to go to the nice warm tavern?
Scree thinks we should not go to the scary place at all.
Okay, so that's 2 for tavern. Thrum, how are you? What do you want to do? I'll let you think about it.
Throom.
Would love to go to the pub and get a drink. That's what he was gonna say. Let's go.
Well, hold on. Let's.
Oh,
Take
sure,
your time.
sure. Oh, yes.
Throom. He looks at the little kitty that he's been holding, Thor, and he looks over at Brahm, who just finished taking a nap on his back.
It's true.
is back urineless.
Throom, I agree with Abel. He just looks at Abel. Abel's the smartest one here, and he's just like, Abel knows what he's doing.
A wise decision.
That's rather presumptuous, don't you think? That Abel's the smartest one?
He went to college. He went to college. He has a well thought out and college educated plan.
I went to college and I had a social life. Wink. Did not have a social life.
Brom also went to college. I just want to point that out. He also went to college. I mean, I guess that's like the difference between like I went to Harvard and it's like, well, I went to San Diego State, #1 party city in the nation. Woo! Like that's the
Let's go Beavers.
That's the differential between Abel and Brom, considering one went to Bardic College and the other one went to an actual college.
Oh, that's right, Bardic.
Screez pops out. I was like,
Scree went to trade school.
You went to trade school, really?
You know, lots of
certificates are a lot more efficient.
It's true. A lot of people might think that having a trade school degree is not as valid, but in actuality, you are often better times prepared for the job market than those who went to universities.
Quite eloquent when you're drunk.
I know several people that have never been held back by possessing a trade skill and going to trade colleges. Sometimes they're more qualified than their university attending comrades. So if you try and look down at somebody who went to a trade school, you're an asshole.
Wow.
Yes.
The festival really is going on. This is fantastic.
Is festival in 2 days or going on now?
There must be some pre-festival things happening. I don't know. Well, he is 5 feet taller
people
than everyone
tell
else.
Throom he's been to School of Hard Knocks. And he holds up his fists.
Wow. That's very... Did you learn anything?
Throom does not know what that means.
Did you lose knowledge there? Did you used to be...
Throom did not go anywhere.
Yes, Abel, repeat yourself. That'll definitely make him answer the question next time.
Yes, I don't. I understand sarcasm, Brom. Thank you. At this point, we have reached the tavern, and Abel opens the door for everyone to walk through. And inside, you see this low ceiling with the flickering light of the fireplace, which seems to always be lit, despite it being about 10 a.m. and them serving alcohol all the hours, all day long. So, and this is about half filled, and immediately, as you would in a small but wide establishment such as this one, out of all the gnomes, you immediately see this water genasi and a smaller, about half her size, which actually fits in the chair, is a fairy man. And fairy are not very common, nor are water genasi, especially in these parts. So they immediately catch your eye. The bartender immediately shouts out back to you. Back again! Gotta get you a drink, we're having a special! I sent my young lad boy to go tell the world that I'm running a sale.
I'm sorry, you sent your what?
My young ward.
What was his name?
Jonathan.
That's a rather odd name for a gnome, don't you think?
Yeah, it's definitely not my real life love brother's name.
How long has Jonathan been your ward?
Since
Do you pay him
since his mother birthed him.
Do you pay him a fair wage?
Nope, I guilt him.
It seems.
I put a roof over his head and I say I earn it and he has to pay. Listen, I'm running a sale on beer. It's 5% off.
That's a rather odd number for a sale, don't you think? Typically, you would think at least a double-digit percentage off.
I'm a small business owner. My margins are theft.
I'll have 2, please.
Coming right up.
I feel a little guilty now that you've pointed out that you're struggling as a business owner. And you're essentially using indentured servitude. So I question my choices in purchasing booze from you, but I'm an alcoholic. That's my crutch and
2
cross
beers
to bear.
coming up. And he shouts to the left, and another young ward comes out with 2 beers, and just.
It's quite a racket you've got here.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Oh, my name is Steven.
Jonathan Stephen.
No, that's my other ward. I have 7.
Your name isn't Bruce by chance, is it? That's the last person I've seen with so many young wards to his name.
Jonathan Stephen Ward.
My name actually is Bruce. Thank you for noticing. Of the name tag, of course.
Yes, I definitely read your name tag with my perfectly operating eyes.
Oh.
No, well, my name tag has Braille on it.
Oh, yes. That I read on the other side of the bar, 5 feet away.
I don't know how Braille works.
Clearly.
I'm a complicated character. Please have mercy.
Throom like pats his pockets. I don't have anything.
Oh, God.
Well, if you don't mind that the bar next to me is a little bit moist, I can buy a beer for you if you want.
The bartender runs away. They know too much about me.
I'll
Well,
more than
never
happily
mind, I
take.
guess.
I'll more than happily take a free beverage, particularly from a. He holds his hand out as if to try and shake your hand.
Oh, you probably don't want. I'm wet.
I'm not afraid to get wet, lads.
Oh, okay. Hi.
He shakes your hand, and you feel him feel your wrist from such a beautiful young woman, such as yourself.
Oh, that's weird. I didn't know I had such a nice wrist.
I stole that from the movie Ray.
Throom goes to gently take your other hand and look at your wrist as if there's something to see.
Yeah, I don't see it either. It must be a blind person thing.
I don't know if you're familiar, but when one typically loses one sense, the other senses become sharper, particularly hearing.
Oh, that's funny. I kind of thought that was a myth for some reason.
Nope, definitely not.
Throom has heard this from Brom.
Oh.
A young ward approaches the table. Any orders? Can I take your order, ma'am?
And what's exactly your name, lad?
Jonathan Stephen Ward.
I'm, Sarah. I know I'm a boy. I know. I've heard all the jokes. I'm over it. I'm here for your orders.
Oh, perfectly fine, lad. We'll have a round for the table.
Oh, I thought I was buying. That's so nice of you
yes,
to buy.
of course. Pardon me.
The table is square.
Yes, the room it is.
Yeah.
House stoops.
Okay, around, okay, cool. Who's buying? You or you?
Oh, I don't know anymore.
I can
I
split it
believe-
50-50 for 2 of
believe
each.
so.
Yeah,
Just
do
saying.
that. That's really nice. Now we're equally generous.
Tell Bruce that it's on the house.
Oh, he
Ooh.
won't like that.
I didn't know you knew Bruce like that.
I'll tell Bruce it's on the house. Can I
Yeah.
tell him you said that?
Sure.
Haha, perfect. See ya.
Do you know how to get on top of the house then so that we can get our drinks?
By the time we finished our drinks, we will leave, and he will.
Throom is good climber.
Oh, good.
Abel.
I'm not. I have a tendency to slip.
Okay, I'm done. Please continue.
So tell me, what exactly brings you, the two of you, to
Fronflingfar.
Yes.
It's like you take a frond and you fling it really far away.
My compatriots and I are travelers. I was a performer, an entertainer, medium, and sometimes exorcist. My name is Brahm.
That's a really long list.
I'm a man of many capabilities.
Neat. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the part where I say who I am, right? Hi, I'm Elizabeth. This is my cactus, Rupert. She pulls a very small cactus out of a bag, and then she begins to pet it, which she probably shouldn't be able to do because it is a cactus.
Is it harming you?
No.
Throom takes one of the little needles of the cactus and like shakes it like it's his hand. Nice to meet you.
Oh, thank you. Don't touch him too hard. He doesn't like that.
Oh,
So, what does
Sorry.
Elizabeth look like?
So Elizabeth is a pale, like picture what someone looks like if they drowned. So she's that color blue, and she's always just a little bit damp. So it kind of looks like she's in a constant state of sweating, and her hair kind of like waves a little bit like it's underwater, and she's got little spirally blue patterns kind of all over.
And she's sitting with a male fairy who's been quiet this entire time, correct?
Oh yeah, we touched like fingers a second ago, and it electrocuted both of us, and it was really unfortunate. So he's been a little grumpy ever since then. But why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so the little fairy guy is just making miniature storm clouds above like patrons at the bar, like raining into their beer, and then just letting it dissipate before anyone notices that it's him.
My word.
But hello, I'm Pagan Streakstrom. And then I'm gonna read. Who's the closest one to me? Closest new person.
Probably Brahm, I would think.
I'm gonna reach out to shake Brahm's hand.
He puts his hand out, not like in kind of the general sound of your voice, because obviously, well, he can't see exactly where you are, so he's kind of like thinking you'll take the initiative and complete the.
Okay, I do, and I kind of like shock him, like you know how like the palm things that used to shake his hand and shock him. I want to do that.
Oh, tastes metal for some reason.
Oh yeah, that happens.
And then, do I describe what I look like?
Yeah. What do you look like? What's your vibe? Do you have wings? Do fairies have wings?
Yeah, I have wings. So he has black and white hair that kind of like lifts up, like if you were to touch something with a lot of static electricity, his hair just lifts up on its own and then settles back down. He has two antennae that like stick out, little ridges going up those. He's wearing like gossamer clothing and like shades of purple. And he has like a little black goatee that kind of comes down to a point and like twirls up. Yeah, that's him.
At this point, the gnome comes back holding six ales. And he pushes him forward. So I told him that it was on the house, and I told him that you said it.
Of course.
And he said, and walked away.
So
these are inside.
Yes.
Tell me, Sarah, would you do me a favor? Brahm reaches into his cloak, pulls out his flask. I want you to fill this with your finest spirit in the house. Stronger the better.
I see. Well, there is some stuff I see him drinking. Ooh. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Delightful.
1 gold piece, though.
Brom pulls out 2. Just between us.
Anytime. Tell him Sarah sent you. And he runs
Where
off.
exactly?
He runs off. He gets it all the time.
So, brings the 2 of you to front. We are
Frongflingfar.
Frongflingfar. Why can't I say that?
I just flew away from the carnival and landed here, and then I found this girl and started following her. She seemed nice.
Yeah, I kind of thought that he was the fairy that like I summon sometimes, but they don't look anything alike, so probably not.
I've never seen a fairy before.
Oh, they're nice. Sort of. Nice is not the word. I take it back. They exist.
What? Are you accusing me?
What?
I may have misheard you. What did you say?
Oh, I said they exist.
They exist.
Nice was the wrong word.
I
They
see.
exist.
Well, I'm not wrong.
I believe I've seen a fairy in quite some time. And before you make a crack about the fact that I'm blind, I just want to remind you that at one point I was not.
Yeah, what a terrible tragedy has bespoken you.
Indeed.
But now you are.
I am indeed.
Did you make a bad deal?
Sort of. If by a bad deal you mean I gouged my own eyes out with a knife, then yes.
Oh, why would you do that?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Let's just say it felt like the move to not see certain things any longer.
Well, that's silly. You could have just put on a blindfold.
Not exactly.
No.
I see with more than just eyes. It was not my best moment.
I was just saying, in that case, then what did stabbing your own eyes out do?
Well, when you drink as much as I do, some things feel like they're a good idea.
Oh, that I
And-
understand.
And it turned out it was a terrible idea. But my doctor friend here, Abel, was able to help me as best he could. He's a very good doctor.
I certainly
Well,
try.
that's nice.
Scree, don't be rude. These are our new friends. Say hello.
Hi.
Very good.
Oh,
This is Scree.
I didn't even see you. You're precious.
I'm gonna fly over to him. Can I see where he is?
I'm like behind Thrum, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna fly over to him. I want to see who's taller.
Because fairies and kobolds are same size-ish. They range from 3 to 4
Yeah.
feet. So, who is taller?
I think Scree is taller.
I'm 2'7".
Oh, you're a small fairy. Okay.
Yeah, small fairy, small boy.
Small lad.
Yeah, Scree's like 3'1".
Okay.
He's small child size.
He's a very good boy.
We'll have one big kids meal.
So I hope you don't mind that I smoke. He says this as he snaps his finger and lights his pipe and takes a pull. Oh, sorry, Scree. Forgot about that. Admittedly, we were in process to investigate something, but when I heard there was cheap alcohol, I felt compelled to return.
I was going to say something, but I forgot.
Happens to me all the time. It's a side effect of drinking.
Oh,
I'm just walking back and forth beside Scree and like lunging at him, like faking him out, seeing if he jumps every time.
Every time, yeah, he jumps and he might even like let out a it's very, very Dobby-like, in terms of like fear.
Master Scree's terrified.
Pagan, oh my god, be nice.
Okay. So I'll go out to like give him a hug.
That was easy.
Come on, Scree. Greet all
Scree
his
is like
friends properly.
hesitant.
Do you want to hug Scree?
Hug it out, dear boy.
Be careful, Scree. He's electric. Boogie woogie woogie.
Is that some water genasi magic?
Oh, she's a water genasi. I did think she felt rather moist.
I told you I was damp.
Well, I tend to have that effect on women.
Whoa.
Scree,
You've been drinking, please.
I have. I apologize. That was rather crass. Where's my flask?
You've seen for the past like 2 minutes, this young gnome has been next to you the whole time, eyes wide open, just holding the flask as if they're part of the conversation, which they have not been.
Sorry, lad, I didn't see you there. But thank you for turning my flask.
Yeah. And she he gives it to you, and he just kind of scuffles away.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Excuse me, lad.
Yeah.
Tell me, is there any sort of entertainment that the bar is expecting today?
We have a harpist coming in at 2 p.m. So that's in about 3 hours. Coming in for rehearsal for about 2 hours, and after that we have a bard from I don't know where, but it's 2 bards, and they're horrible.
Bards.
They come in at
Horrible.
6. Yeah, the people come in here, they have to throw fruit at them and stuff. It's fun. And then at 9, I don't know. But right now we're free, and then at 9 we are free. I'm also the bookkeeper here.
Out of
I am
curiosity.
estranged from my parents, and I have an astounding amount of school debt. And a pet rat.
You are
You have a pet
Scree
rat?
also has a pet. He pulls out his
Wow.
mouse.
Oh, that's amazing. So that's what they look like when they're alive.
He promptly puts the mouse away.
great, Sarah. You are quite a individual with depth. Not only are you working in this bar, but you're the bookkeeper and you have a dead pet. What did you go to school for?
Economics.
That just feels like a bad idea that you run out of so much debt. And
Yeah, the crazy thing is that the economy in this system is absurdly simple. And there's not much to really learn, but the debt is astounding, if I have not already told you.
So it's my understanding that the bar owner does not pay a livable wage. Is this correct?
We get
He
gratuity.
does not pay at all.
No.
That's
no.
right. He said you live under the bar. You live under his keep, yes?
Yes, I have 6 adopted siblings. He is... Well, he puts a roof over our heads. And
Forgive me for saying, but it feels like he's a bit of a pimp, yes?
I wouldn't say that. I would say father under extraordinary circumstances.
Sort of a daddy wolf.
What is pimp?
It's more of a sex thing, and it's not. We're not that.
Well, at
We're
least there's
far
that.
too young for that.
Wait, how old are you? And you're working in a bar?
I'm 28.
Not young at all.
How old do gnomes live? I feel like they live.
Like, yeah.
I think they're old living people. Yeah. They live until like 340, 350, 500. 28's young.
So you are a literal child in gnome years.
Yes, the legal age is complicated.
Let me understand this. This bar owner has what equates to minors serving alcohol.
Yeah, it's
Well,
crazy. A gnome miner will actually be 20 years older than a human miner.
But wait, you've
It's
attended
rigged.
college in what is the system of education for gnomes?
Don't get me started on the economy.
Gnome society is dreadful.
I am getting overly complicated, so I am going to go over there.
For a barkeep, he had an awful lot of information about the economy, the minimum of ages of gnomes.
He is educated.
Clearly. You would think someone would...
He has a lot of debt.
Yes, quite a bit indeed.
Very good.
But you would think that for someone who had so much knowledge, he could do better than work in a bar.
Womp womp.
The economy. With gnome inside of it.
Economy. Nice.
Economy. Wow, that's really good.
This is good.
Oof.
Well,
Sorry about that, everyone.
I'm interested to see this harpist return. This harpist play. I wonder if we've crossed paths before. I tend to know several of the bards working the circuit.
At this point in time, you hear a chair scoot out aggressively, and you hear these two stomping sounds, and you see one of these people in this bar is actually not a gnome, but an extremely widely built dwarf, who is aggressively
into a rage.
speaking. What?
Seeing this dwarf get up,
You enter a
and
rage.
Thrum is going to assault this guy.
Okay. Yeah, so how do you do that? Right now, he is looking up at a couple, a female and male gnome that are talking to each other, and he is in the middle of it, and he gets up and almost lifts the table in the meantime, but he's clearly confrontational with this couple. How do you assault him?
Yeah, the second he draws attention to himself, and there's an altercation, and like the table starts getting lifted. Thrum looks over in that direction and sees the beard, the bigger than gnome, but still pretty small. And he, in the distance, hears an explosion of some kind from some invention that's gone awry, and he gets that 1,000-yard stare for a second, and then literally steps onto the table, leaps across the room, and he's gonna start beating the shit out of this dwarf.
All right.
As soon as he goes to do this, Stree's scrambling over the table and dumping beers on everyone to find a hiding spot.
My hiding spot is moving. Oh, it's moving towards combat. No, other way.
Just no. So the way I like to do bar fights, by the way, I actually don't like initiative. I kind of want you to just jump in it like you would in a bar fight kind of thing, whether you do or you don't. So if you have something, just like conversation, if it leads to combat where it's necessary, we'll do that. But otherwise, it's what you do. So Scree is just running away. Thrum gets up. Are you going to attack? He's across the bar about 20 feet away.
Yeah, I'm gonna just charge across the bar and grab him by his beard.
And this was the second you saw a dwarf being confrontational.
The second I saw a dwarf.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Elizabeth, what are you doing?
I guess the beers have spilled. She's just gonna look down at her lap and be like, I mean, this is the same.
Yeah. Just
Okay.
marginally stickier.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dry
Smells
her
a little
off with a
different.
gust of wind. Just the cantrip.
Gust of wind.
Yeah.
To do
Just
what?
dry her off.
Oh, the dryer off just is it coming from you, or is it just coming from the windows?
I just flap my wings and just wind.
Oh, nice. And they just an
Yeah.
exaggerated. Just
Yeah.
And your hair is kind of dried backwards a little bit. Brom, what are you doing?
I just imagine it's kind of like holding up one of those little mini personal fans.
And Scree
Slap a little bit
gets
and-
actually blown forward by the gust. Wah!
Well, he can make a
What is
strength
Brom
check
doing?
to
Rob
resist
reaches
it.
in, takes a nip of his flask, and he looks kind of over at Abel. Let me guess, he saw a dwarf again, didn't he?
I suppose so. Abel looks over and sees Thrum about to cause a problem. Should we say we are with him, or should we back him up? That dwarf looks quite muscular.
Well, it's a bar. There's alcohol spilled everywhere. Our companion is angry. Hold on.
I thought they
He
said there was no
dumps the-
entertainment.
He dumps the entirety of the flask into his mouth, takes a big gulp. There we are. And he rushes to Thrum's aid.
Yeah, Abel turns around to get his drink. Oh yeah, and I thought they didn't have entertainment until 2 p.m. and you're gone. And that's back. And Thrum, you see this dwarf who's up. Yeah, you dark looking. And he turns over and he sees this half orc that's more than twice his size. And he just bulks up. You see his muscles flex, and he reaches for a battle axe that's on his back. Your move.
Fist is as soon as he sees Thrum, left hand is reaching for the beard to grab him and pull him into the fist that is already flying at his face.
Yeah, roll to attack.
Roll 20. Don't do me dirty.
Do it.
It's over 13.
Yeah, it's over 13. And then 1d8 plus 4 bludgeoning.
Is it lethal?
11 points of bludgeoning damage, and it is lethal.
Okay. Do you hold on to him when he punches? Like, does he stay in your grasp?
Yeah, I grab him by his beard and pull his face into my fist, moving towards his face.
I don't know if you're doing like a My Hero Academia shit where he just kind of flies into the table. So, perfect. So yeah, he takes the hit, grunt, and you feel bone break beneath your knuckles. And he doesn't look the same when you pull it back, but his eyes are still fixed on yours, and his hand's still on his axe, and he pulls it out. And he just upper swings it into your axe.
That's 13 bludgeoning damage. I forgot I said I was raging.
Thank you. Yeah, his face looks 2 points deadly, 2 points differenter. And he upswings with the axe, and he's going to need dice. $17 hit your AC?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So wait, he brought an axe to a bar fight?
Yes. He has an axe. He doesn't go anywhere without it. that type of folk. And it's gonna be 8 slashing damage.
It's actually gonna be 4 slashing damage.
4 because you're raging. That's right. Yeah, and it goes in you, and then you kind of flex, and the blade comes back out. And that's his hit, and that's gonna bring us back to who went first. It was Elizabeth and Scree. Scree, what are you doing? Oh yeah, Elizabeth, what are you doing?
I guess is Abel still at the table?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, cool. So
He's not
I'm
faced by
just
this
gonna
at all.
Yeah, Elizabeth is going to begin casually chatting then.
Oh, yes.
So is this normal for you and your friends?
Happens about every 3 weeks or so. And you hear the axe go into Thrum. Yeah, God, I'm gonna fix that later. He'll be fine. Half-orcs, they have a crazy amount of resilience. Their skin just comes, and he begins to like tell you about how fine he's going to be.
Cool.
And that's gonna bring us to what?
I said that's it.
And that's it. We're just like,
We're just chilling.
yeah, we're not threatened by this. That's gonna bring us to Scree.
Scree is now cowering behind the bar. He kind of peeks over. He's going to grab a mug and blindly throw it and hope it hits someone.
Okay. Roll to attack, first off. Just roll to attack with just improvised, whatever your normal proficiency is. And you're going to roll a d4 after that. If it's an odd number, you hit through him. If it's an even number,
oh yeah,
you hit
he has guidance as well.
I do have guidance. And with guidance, he got an 8 to hit.
Yay! An 8 to hit. Okay.
Or with proficiency, you said? With the proficiency bonus?
With proficiency, yeah.
Oh, so then plus 3.
It's a cowardly tactic, so I'm going to give you proficiency.
Okay.
Proficiency with cowardice.
It's a specific fucking thing, but we're good.
So 11, and then
11. Okay, I think that.
I rolled odd.
Well, you missed both. So, because I think that's lower than both their ACs. So it lands on the ground next to them.
I was hoping to hit another gnome.
Oh, it hit another gnome? It's crowded enough. You hear a.
I am literally beating this guy, and he's hitting me with his axe while this gnome couple was, I guess, fighting on either side of us. So we're just between this, what was a domestic-ish fight.
Yeah. When Thrum picks up the dwarf, the gnome couple that's about to get up, the man is like, "Oh, we're in the clear," and he gets hit by an ale, like a tankard, and he gets knocked out.
Scree's like behind the counter, like, oh, I got him.
Scree, get me another bottle of booze while you're back there.
He's like, Scree did it.
Scree finds like the hotel size or airplane size like bottle of like alcohol, and he throws it in your direction.
Can I catch it? I want to try and catch it.
Go for it, yeah.
What you want me to roll something or? What? What am I rolling?
to get it.
Yeah, to catch.
Well, you're blind,
I am, but
so I
see
don't
with
even want to say you
Melvinized.
do. But it's up to you. How would your character do this?
well, it is
Would he sleight of
booze.
hand with disadvantage? That's my gut feeling.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So
Yeah?
slighted hit. Okay.
I feel like you toss a blind man something. I don't know.
Just hits him in the
I
face.
just have a feeling it's gonna hit him or he's gonna miss.
It's definitely one of the two. It's either gonna hit or miss.
So I got a 17 and a 19, so 17.
Okay, you have your booze sense goes off and you're able to catch this booze.
Booze.
I'm a very good entertainer.
My alcohol sense is tingling.
Your rum tingle.
He's standing there as he's hearing Throom like just bashing this gnome. He takes the cap off. He's next to the gnome that got hit with the tankard and the gnome's lady friend.
Oh, do apologize for my friend causing a bit of disturbance here.
He drinks the entire bottle, smashes it on the ground, and then I want a flurry of blows this dwarf's crotch. I just want to just go in
You just yeah. You just
like
want
a speed bag. Yeah.
beanbag. That's a good way to put it.
Speed bag.
Yeah,
Speed
yeah.
bag.
Feedback.
Tenderize it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little
Tenderize
house
the
of
meat.
father.
Let's do it.
That's so,
Oh, that
Stop.
was the
Johnny
line, but
Cage
earlier
style.
wasn't. Okay.
so let me hold on. Flurry of blows. Let me see. Oh, I can spend those key points. How many key points do I have at level 3? Is a
3.
cool. 3?
Yep. Monks get 1 key point per level.
Yeah.
of
Okay.
monk they have.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all 3 key points. Just obliterate this guy.
Are you
Oh, wait,
doing
no,
lethal
hold on.
damage?
No, hold on. I gotta punch him first before I. Okay, so that was a nat 20.
Yeah. So double dice or double damage.
Hey,
well,
baby. Nat 20. Oh, we're not
we'll
just going to be
double
like,
damage.
beep, 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 beep.
And, because, and
There we go.
I was wrong about Flurry of Blows. So immediately after I take an action on my turn, I can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Yes.
The question is, if I do it with 3 points, do I get more, or is it just 1 per turn?
It's 1 per turn, I believe.
Okay, well, we'll do that then. So, double damage. That's an unarmed strike. So 1d4 plus 2. So that's 12 damage there. And then you want me to roll to hit again, or is it still
You rolled to hit again. Yeah, it doesn't carry. It's not like Witch Bolt.
okay? So that was
It turns your 1 bonus action punch into 2 bonus action punches.
okay. So that was a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. And then what? 1. That's 1d4 plus 2. So very well. That was a 4, so a 6.
Oh, there are all the sound effects going off. There. Yep. There they go.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, and another. Whoops.
Yeah. So you. I have to ask: is this lethal damage?
No, I'm trying to knock him out.
Okay. So you knock his grundle so far in, he loses consciousness. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd have to say. But thanks to the world of D&D, we're here, baby.
Throom, calm down. The man's unconscious. It's as if someone's cracked
hit
his
the-
nut.
You hit the gnome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the
Throom
gnome?
No, the dwarf.
The dwarf.
I hit
Yeah,
the
yeah.
dwarf.
You hit the dwarf's grundle, not the gnome's grundle.
Yeah.
The gnome has been the male gnome. Well, there's a lot of gnomes. The male gnome that was trying to get out is conked on the head, unconscious on the ground, thanks to Scree, whose wife is now dragging him out of the tavern. And actually, as you say that, by the way, the gnome owner, whom we met earlier with the 7 wards, he comes out. Hey, wait a minute! Wards, attack! And as 7 of the other gnomish wards come out of the doors. And they're running towards Throom in slow motion. Throom, what are you saying?
Is the dwarf unconscious but still visible, like within my line of sight?
Unconscious. He's not invisible.
Throom's gonna punch him twice.
Good lord. Man.
Yeah. Kinsey.
I guess with advantage because he's unconscious.
Your laugh kills me. You got advantage.
Cool.
He's prone.
24 and a dirty 20.
Yeah, so you know those hit. Because your 14 hit earlier.
Yep.
He's unconscious at this point anyway.
Yeah, so he's technically he's non-lethal damage, so you technically be bringing him to
Throom's
1.
trying to kill him.
No, I'm not saying you're not doing lethal. I'm just saying he's technically got 1 HP.
Yeah. Throom does 11 plus 8, 19 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. So he's not looking good. He is unconscious, like thoroughly unconscious, and he has failed 2 of his death saving throws.
Yeah, that's Throom's turn. He's just.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, Throom, when you do that, you feel
scene
7
in Boondock
wards.
Saints where like they're going for the assassin guy, and he uses the pool cube and he's just beating the shit out of the guy's face even after he's gone. And he's just shouting sick fuck with the pool ball. That's what Throom's doing, but without a pool ball, just 2 big meaty fists.
When you're going in for another attack, you feel 7 wards just go onto your arm and try to stop you. And you hear the owner. Now stop right there. Brom, were you saying something?
I was gonna try and put Throom to sleep with a jaunty tune.
I was about to say I have advantage on strength checks. I don't know if 7 small people will be able to stop me.
I'm tossing another cup blindly though.
You tossed another one?
Yeah. So like basically, whoever's looking at the bar, you just see like a hand like feeling around and finding a cup and then just yeeting it.
Okay, so
and you see a
roll
fairy
to
walk
attack
in the
with
bar and just bringing
disadvantage,
cups to the hand.
and I will decide who it hits. Hold on, how many characters do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So 19. And then the couple. I have a D20, baby. All right.
That's 17 to hit.
17. Okay, that's with disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you're not looking.
That is 15 with disadvantage.
15. Okay. you yeet it, and everyone says, "Stop it!" And the ale, you hear it crash in Throom. You're holding this dwarf, and you have these 7 wards on your arm, trying to hold you back but failing. And you see this glass just yeet from the counter and hit the dwarf on the head, killing him. Just and he was lifeless, but I mean he was still before, but he's like super still now. He's somehow heavier, and he's like, "Stop right now!" Shatter, just in time. And he has no idea the dwarf is dead.
Throom is still punching away until someone literally stops him or removes the dwarf from his line of sight.
Well, please stop hitting that dwarf, sir.
Can I cast sleep? Can I sing a little tune?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to do that. I'm like,
I was waiting. I thought other stuff.
Yeah, I was like, Brom's trying to play me a lullaby.
You're gonna look at him and be like, "Sun's getting real low."
Sun's getting real low, big guy.
I pull out.
He says it to Abel. He's like, I don't know. It's just a large person. I grabbed a large hand. Told him the sun was getting low. I don't know what's happening.
I pull out my lute, and I kind of lean behind Throom and start strumming it. Good night, Dwarf Slayer, good night. Now it's time to close your tired eyes. There's devils to slay and dragons to ride. If they see you coming, hell, they better hide. Good night, Dwarf Slayer, good night.
Wow.
I kind of like, in my mind, I just really want to like you're like at the very end of that song, he's like almost there. Another glass.
And then another glass just smashed them in the face.
Yeah, I was feeding you glasses, Scree. So I was on the bar bringing you glasses to throw.
You're feeding off of the chaos, right?
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
I love this because lightning. I think lightning magic, storm magic specifically, comes from like a chaotic weave. Not that you have to stick to anything, but like I always like storm characters to be.
Well,
bananas.
I'm a fairy that came from the Feywild, joined a carnival, and has power over storms. So
you obey nobody. So
I am bound to no man.
Pagan and Scree are friends now.
Even though Pagan was running around torturing Scree. Scree was like,
well, I gave him a hug and I didn't shock him, so.
You helped Scree. So, Throom is like punching this dead dwarf in the face over and over again, but the punches start coming slower and slower before the last punch. Throom's grip on the dwarf's beard loosens and he falls forward on top of the dwarf underneath him.
No.
Abel, I believe I'm going to need a hand to get Throom off of this dwarf.
I'll get the dwarf. Excuse me. And he excuses himself from the table, Abel, and he walks over to the Throom and dwarf pile.
We just pry him off. Brom uses his staff to try and like wedge under it, like.
Thank you, Brom. That's very helpful. And he takes Throom's arm over his shoulder and lifts him over, and goes to pick up the dwarf also. All right, let's go, friend. Let's get you healed up. And he pulls the arm and feels the dead weight and kind of puts his fingers on his wrist to feel for a pulse, kind of subconsciously, and just kind of stops for a moment.
What's the matter, Abel?
We have to get to this man to an infirmary. And he throws the dwarf on top of Throom also, and brings both of them.
Throom is a thick boy. You can just carry him and a dwarf. What's your carry capacity?
Very large. Fearbolgs are extremely strong. Like they have like almost like the Goliath thing where they can carry like
and he's a
large
monk.
load.
I mean,
Wow.
Thank you.
He's
I have to double check that, but yeah, I can do a strength check. I'm the DM, I suppose. But
Throom is like 300 pounds. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he can do that. And a dwarf, maybe not with the armor. But yeah, he doesn't make it look easy. But he's carrying you guys out.
I give Abel bardic inspiration to help carry.
Thank you. I'm feeling reinvigorated.
He's Abel the Strong.
Add 1.
He's a
D4
doctor.
right now. Or no,
He
it's a
won't
D6.
do you
D6.
wrong. There.
The D6, right? 2. Cool. So I got an unnatural 20 on that strength check. So yeah, he's not making it look very easy, but he is carrying someone out, carrying both you guys out. We'll say that his movement speed is 10 feet, but we're not in combat. We have to go. To Elizabeth and your fairy friend, you're welcome to come with us if you wish.
What do you want to do, Beth?
I'm so sorry. I tuned out there for a second. What's happening? Where are we going? I'll come along.
Scree!
Is that man dead?
Scree pokes his head over the bar. He's like looking around. And he
pulls over. Scree! He indicates bring another small bottle of booze.
He grabs a glass and runs to you. And just an empty glass.
Delightful. Throws it over his shoulder and hits a gnome.
Would you like to bring a young ward with you? I have too many.
Let me ask you a question, Bruce. Are you not concerned about this orc that just beat the bejesus out of this dwarf, whoever that may be?
I absolutely am. Look at the damage he did to my floors. There's blood all over it. You know what blood does to oak? It makes it warp. I have to sand it down and buff it. It's horrible.
I believe
usually stains.
I believe our compatriots.
It takes 2 days and four young wards to do that.
You have several wards that I believe
7.
that could take care of this. 7 wards. That is a lot. Are you a Dark Knight by chance, Bruce? Because you just have an awful lot of wards.
No, I'm just I'm really good at the first part of Dayton. Second part, not great.
Wait a minute. Sarah told us they were all adopted.
Well, the thing about the law is that they're not. It's gnome law. It is a gnome thing. You wouldn't get
gnomes
it.
get everything done is what I want to know.
What?
How do gnomes manage to get everything done with these preposterous rules?
Now really the time.
Oh, fair enough, Abel. I believe the harpist that's coming is a friend of ours. They will take care of paying for the damages. Now, let's go. Sorry.
Monkey Man, you're asking what is Abel's carrying capacity? It is exactly his equipment, this particular dwarf in Throom. That is his carrying capacity. And he is at it. So, that is it. So, is everyone following? Is Pagan and Beth, are you guys just coming with the party itself?
I mean, yeah.
You have to
Just go
find
with
an
the flow,
infirmary.
you know.
Was it Pagan, was it? And Abel,
sorry. I
Abel
wasn't-
summons Pagan to, like, walk near him.
Okay.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure.
Can I ask what you... Are you a clergy?
No.
Do you worship a deity of any kind?
No.
Well then,
No.
well, I'm going out on a limb here, but it appears my friend has caused more than just an injury to this young dwarf. On top of me, he has... Well, he is no longer with us. And so we have committed murder in a city and town that we know nothing out.
Do you want to burn the body?
I went out on a limb, and I'm glad I did. Yes, I would.
I can't cast fire. We can try with lightning, though.
Can
Would
we?
that work?
There's a couple small clouds in the sky. How long will it take to summon a storm?
Well, he just reaches out with his hands and just like shocks him with shocking grasp, I guess. Does it catch?
It catches, and to the point where he drops the dwarf. Oh, he's dead already. It's fine. Yeah,
Are
it's
you
fine.
carrying him again?
Carrying him again. He dropped him because you shocked him while he was carrying at capacity.
Well, what I can do is I'm going to use my fairy magic and I'm going to use enlarge person on Abel to double his size,
Oh my god. Okay.
which will double his carrying capacity as well. Yeah. So just
It's a lot easier.
Good lord, Abel, you sound horrid.
Scree's eyes are bulging wide.
Scree, what's wrong?
So we got about a minute till you're back to normal, so we should probably get somewhere to do the deed.
So Abel is like 8 feet tall. This is a gnomish town, and now he's twice the size, right? So he's 16 feet tall.
Yeah.
He stands out. And this festival of these gnomes are like 3 feet tall. So he imagine being, I don't know.
We already stuck out like sore thumbs. Now you are like
tall.
Yeah.
I am
Don't
the
step on
tallest building.
anyone.
It's just Gulliver's Travels.
Yeah, it's literally like Gulliver's Travels. Abel begins to walk towards the graveyard, which we were pointed to in the last game, and looks back to everyone, specifically Brahm and Beth.
Are you comfortable in a graveyard setting?
Oh, why would I be uncomfortable?
To each their own. Maybe I don't know.
Okay. I'm almost never uncomfortable.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool. Brom,
Yes.
there might be spirits there of some kind. Are you comfortable being in a graveyard setting?
Yes, it's perfectly fine.
Good. Do you have a shovel?
I will say, if we don't hurry, I'll be talking to that dwarf spirit soon enough.
Yes, that is exactly what I fear. Can you go find a shovel for me?
What do I fucking look like? Oh, yes, I'll find a shovel. Scree, let's go find a shovel.
Oh, yes, Scree, thank you.
Okay.
So he taps off into the market with, I guess, with Scree trailing behind him, saying,
Pardon me, gnomes! I know you have a very strange economy and your way of life makes no sense, but I would like to acquire a shovel, if possible.
Oh, that's making things needlessly complicated.
You're about to get a spade, dude.
What?
I said he's about to get a spade, not a shovel.
Oh no!
You just gotta shovel twice as fast. But to be fair, I mean, it's a dwarf, so you're shoveling half as much anyway.
Wait, why are we burying him?
Because he dead. And
I thought
Abel
we
was
were trying to-
panicking.
I thought you were trying to burn. Yeah, I thought we
Yeah, I
burned
thought
the
we were gonna
body.
burn him.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We
We're
can't
burning?
just leave the body burned. Oh,
We can't just leave the body burned on the ground. If someone's going to find it, we have to
It won't be
bury
a
it.
body anymore. It'll be
Well,
ashes.
yeah, and the temperature has to be pretty high, otherwise they'll be able to look at the skeleton,
Hold on a moment, Abel.
Because
What,
bones
doctor?
won't
Can't you
burn.
bring the man back to life? What is this nonsense? What are we burying him for? He's
How hard can you get? Like Beth said, that the bones will remain, the teeth and remain. He can be identified.
Wait. What are we committing a crime? What is going on?
We aren't committing a crime. Throom committed murder.
With your
Yeah, I
help,
think-
if I recall.
I think your friend might have a problem.
Which one?
Not anymore.
Oh no,
Dwarf's
the big one who is very punchy.
Yes, Throom. I knew he had an anger problem, and I've seen him attack dwarves before, but not to this extent. Otherwise, I would have intervened sooner.
I'm confused. Why are you not trying to resurrect the man? Why are we hiding a corpse?
Can't resurrect.
What do you mean? You're a doctor.
Not
Could
a
you
necromancer.
You crack his chest open and rub his heart, or like put him in a blanket, rub it
Give
really
him a
fast?
kiss on the lips.
His chest has been crushed in 3 different places.
Well, yeah,
That's going to
that's what
help.
I'm saying. Could we electrocute his heart or something? You're a man of medicine.
That's not how that works. Once the charge,
Couldn't we do some sci-fi stuff? You're a man of medicine.
Megan, are you able to? Do you even know how hot your lightning can get?
Hey, we'd jumpstart him. Hook some cables to his.
I'm willing to give it a shot. I'll do whatever you tell me.
I can also
Now.
produce flame. Maybe the two together.
But perhaps. But no, he's not some organic catalyst. It's not like we can just jumpstart it with a bolt of lightning.
Oh, why not? There's all sorts of strange machinery around. What's worth a try? We could probably get some of these economically maddening gnomes to give us some sort of.
We also
all
We
this
could just
stupid
throw him
shit.
off a high place and just make it look like he fell.
Throom is asleep, but we were looking for a guy who deals in body parts for his inventions.
Oh, good point.
But Throom's unconscious and also not intelligent enough to think about that.
So let me get this straight.
And I didn't know
You're not
that.
going to even try and bring him back to life. You're going to just simply bury him in the graveyard in an unmarked grave. Abel, I don't think you understand this. I'm tormented on a daily basis by spirits, and you have just assured that we will be followed and harassed every single day by an angry dwarf spirit. You think they're annoying when they're alive, they are 10 times worse when dead.
Well, but you're the only one who can see them, right?
And hear them.
So then that sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. I mean, you can ask him what he wants us to do with his body, right?
Oh, yeah.
I could do that, yes. All right. Well, let's go to the graveyard. It's quieter, and I can make space for a ritual. Let's go.
I suppose. There's also that.
And at this point, Abel shrinks back down to normal large size.
Oh, that's weird. I feel small. Never
Your
felt like
voice
that in my
sounds
life.
very strange. Are you all right?
A little bit of nausea. No problem. Oh,
Are you having that? Are you having the mud water problem again, Abel? Do you need
what?
to go?
No, that's private. Stop that.
Sorry.
No, I don't have diarrhea anymore. I cured that, remember?
Oh yes, of course. I'm sick.
Yeah, the dysentery, which
Yes.
which
You're no
prompted my
longer-
doctorate.
Oh yes, that's right.
Still
Figured
trying
out
to get
an
rid of that
amazing-
title, the unfortunate, but
An amazing cure for dysentery. Did you write your thesis on it? It's amazing.
I did. And my professor told me I can put it right down the toilet as he gave me an A. It was a misdirection, but I passed. That was a long way to go for that one, Prom. But I forgot what I was going to say.
Which is a great time for our break, everybody. We'll be right back. We will pull the giveaway. If you are having a good time and you are here, you can do the exclamation point Playotic in chat. We will do a giveaway for another Playotic t-shirt. Thank you to Soraya, Mave Mania, and Unforgiven from the last game, who are our winners from last time. If you are a Twitch subscriber of any tier, you get 2 times entries. But if you are not a subscriber, you get 1 entry, but you're still in, baby. And we will pull that when we get back. So stay tuned, everyone.
The demons will come. Take your
Maybe you
children.
want more of my cheese.
Jeez.
I need to step in some milk.
We may have gone backwards on this one.
The demons are definitely.
We're regressing.
Match each other perfectly. I've used to play dungeons like this in Dungeons of Dragons. I just
We
don't
don't
know.
want to hear about your weird sex. Let's just go.
You're right, of course.
Well, clearly there's no sex, my darling, as this is a game for virgins.
Oh, you're right.
Right. Well, sometimes you're right. Just don't play bards, I guess.
Lead the way, Gizmo. You are the virgin expert here.
Right. Thank you. Accurate though.
I've been meaning to tell you, Ms., that biological coagulation is not, in fact, cheese.
Oh.
What if it tastes like cheese?
Oh no.
I do not recommend it for anyone not a goblin.
It sold well. People liked it.
We don't talk about it. It's over. That is the dead conversation.
That's
brought it
not
up.
a moral high
Who's
moment.
driving the boat?
Crash.
Come on down.
The siren or to me?
The siren.
Hi, have we met? My name is Siren.
He's jumped over the pit, gone to the hallway, and he's just gonna watch.
I can't believe I'm a part of this, but here we go. Siren, would you please check this door for me?
Yeah, it's a door. I've seen one of
What is on the other side?
Yeah.
on the other side.
What the fuck?
She opens the door and gets stabbed by spears.
Laura's happy.
She has been stabbed by spears. She's still very much alive.
What if I just go to this back room?
Linda, do you just need a friend? Are you just lonely? Oh, fuck, dude. I'm out. It said hello on the spirit box. Goodbye. Goodbye.
nice.
Goodbye.
What?
Goodbye.
That's all it takes me.
Goodbye. 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 Eee. Goodbye.
That was so.
Oh, wonderful. So,
God, you guys.
that makes it a djinn, which means we can completely.
That's a thing. Moving on.
I want to hear about your characters because I've only read about them. I want to hear about them.
Oh, that's
You have
right.
to popcorn it. We can't do it unless you popcorn.
Gotta
Okay,
give us
fine.
a
You're first,
permission.
Mika.
Ah, shit!
Oh.
I can't believe I've done this.
Oh, fuck.
Not like crowds. And I begin to remember the time that me and my brother escaped from the circus, our first heist in a way. And he died on the way out. He was shot by the ringleader named Becky.
Becky?
Simp Killer 69, y'all.
Simp killer? Oh, we gotta keep him alive.
Vote
That's
him
nice.
off.
Takes back everything I said. We can be bullies now.
We can be bullies now.
And who's that? Oh, it's Mr. MVP! Simp!
Hey, Sim, kill it, don't kill me. Promise, not a sim. I might look like one though.
What is this creepy zombie doing?
I am a simp and will not deny it.
I just wanna break
I simp after
I'm a
Ash from
simp.
Fateful Encounters.
I'm a simp for Sumner from Fateful Encounters.
Oh my god.
I also
Who are
simp
you
about
guys
Sumner from
simps
Fateful
for?
Encounters.
Shut up, Sumner from Fateful Encounters.
Holy
Sumner
shit,
from
Jen
Faithful
from
Encounters, I
Faithful
hate that
Encounters.
guy.
You're insane.
You guys are the worst.
Hey, someone come in here and help me. I need some help.
Where
I need some
is
help. Come
here?
here and help
Where
me get
is
this.
here?
You know what? That should be the raid phrase.
Yay, we're canceled. The first and last episode of the Deck of Mini. Thanks for drawing a card with us, everybody.
Nolan, did
We
you
love
just spit your coke everywhere?
Would you do it again?
God damn it!
To do like a dramatic like cape flourish as she turns around, but she does it a little too hard and it like wraps all the way around her and she's and she turns like looks over her shoulder, bye, and like walks away.
I rolled.
After she
I don't
walks
have to
away,
roll
I
for it.
just look at the rest of the team and I'm like, you guys, she's so perfect.
I look at Zarina and I say,
Yes, I think that your date went very well.
It wasn't a date. Don't make it weird first. I don't even think she likes me like that, okay? We just like work together.
Red.
Yeah, she's like bright red.
She's like orange before and now she's like red.
Yeah, just super like blushing hard.
I sensed your heartbeat quickening as she touched you. Great job.
How dare you judge me like this? And she like walks off.
You could be a powerful friend. Serena, you should get close. And as you like kind of
And I rolled another giant weasel.
Yes! It's always a giant weasel.
You're
There's
just like,
more
this
than
one's
just giant weasel,
familiar.
we promise, but
I just keep rolling a 6.
Let me find him. Hold on. Here he is.
Bag full of weasels.
That's all it is.
There he is.
you need to equip that to every map just in case.
That doesn't look like a weasel.
Like not messy. So I'm gonna lock the door.
Don't hurt you, but I will put you in the headlock and make you go to sleep.
I just saw Jen do this.
We should probably.
Fame isn't there. I'm having internal struggle.
Sir, can you please put your shirt on your nipples if they're hairy?
How I
They're
feel
very
every
long.
time.
We don't want to see that.
So he stands up,
They're like
takes off his
pigtails. We
shirt.
don't-
Mordecai, you lock the door. He's like, "You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're not an intellectual, and I'm gonna take you down." And he tries to tackle you, Fame or Thistle. Athletics. He's just trying to grapple you.
He's like a level 1 fighter. They're like, ah!
I got a 15.
Well, he is unable to grapple you, so he's just kind of like trying to.
I think I've read as much as as much as it's gonna help me at least.
Okay. Introduce this to your character then.
Hey y'all, I'm Rod. No wait.
That's so good.
Oh
no! Child.
I will rig an explosive.
The thing that
Inside the city, Chains? That sounds very
Chains,
dangerous.
that's called terrorism, and that's bad.
Yeah, we can't hurt other people. Chains, that's frowned upon, and
We are
generally
freedom
kind of rude to
This
do.
is why it is in an alley where people do not generally go.
Chains, I have a really...
Also,
Oh,
you
what if they
guys
look at
are
my
not
little
letting me
garbage
finish
sack?
my plan. You are over here saying, wow, explosives are bad. Wow, Chains, fuck you.
Chains, I have a really neat spell that lets
And we're live again. Hello, everybody.
Hi, I was not cleaning my cat's ear.
Fantastic. Me
That's what
neither.
I was doing.
So now,
Who would do that?
all 6 of us.
What are you guys are crazy. I like you, but you're crazy.
Okay, so before we left, we're on our way to level 2, but we are on level 1 of the playoffs meter. Thanks to everyone's generosity from subs, tips, hosts, and raids. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it. If you haven't already, put it in the chat for !Playotic to win a Playotic t-shirt. Right now we have a total of 12 entries in, so you have a 1 in 12 chance. And if we reach level 2, those same people will be pulled from. So in a 5, a 4, a 3. I don't want to put it on screen because we are a stream of ethics.
Yes.
And playoffs.
Playoffs.
Oh, I think it's epic. So I was like, what?
Alrighty, here we go. Drawing
Hell
entries.
yeah. Red
Panda Cola, what? Hey! Beep, 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 beep. Well done, everybody.
Great. Congratulations, my dude.
A Playotic t-shirt to you. So we got one going to Mave Mania, one to Soraya, one to Unforgiven, and now Red Panda Cola. Get the hell out of here.
Monkey Man says it was rigged, and it was because of Mod 1.
It was a mod. No, it's not. Everyone has the ability. Actually, the only reason I didn't put it in exclamation point from Playotic. The Playotic account can also be an entrant. It's just whoever. If you're subbed, you have 3 times entries. So
wait, I can win?
I was going to say, does that mean we can win?
Yeah, you can win. I would re-pull, but you can.
Yeah, you can win.
I don't care. I want to feel like a winner. That's all I want.
And to be fair, if a previous entrant won, to make things fair, we would redraw and send to someone else.
Well, it just sounds like you're making up rules on the fly as you want, Sumner. I mean,
I'm trying to be fair and omnipotent. Omnipotent? Fair and but benevolent? That's not the right word.
No.
Benevolent, that's the word you're thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. Could I win?
I don't know. I don't know what word you're thinking of. Benevolent is a word that would work there, though.
Cool. I don't know.
As a member of Playotic,
that's the word. Sexual.
As a member of Playotic, if I were to enter, would I win an all expenses paid trip to Floston Paradise?
Out to a hotel of 1,001 follies, lollies, and lickum lollies.
I don't know what that's referencing.
Oh my god, really?
What is that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element? You've never seen the?
It's been a
no. I've never
minute.
seen the Fifth Element.
Oh,
okay.
And I can
I'm
have
everyone. I'm ready for everyone to yell at me.
Wait, you've never seen it?
I've never seen it.
Oh my god!
The only thing I know is that Jesus was an alien. That's all I know.
What? No. That's
what?
What?
Yeah, the red hair girl. She's the same race of being as Jesus. That's all I know.
No, not at all.
Then I'm not recalling.
Not at all. What it is?
No, she's Lilu Dallas Multipass.
Anyway, moving on. Red Panda Cola, congratulations. This is wow. Well, I know what we need to do for movie night is watch The Fifth Element.
Hey, we have a movie night actually in the Discord coming up this Friday, hosted by Darkman. We're watching Jurassic Park, I believe.
Why did you say it?
Did you guys know that was the highest grossing movie on my birthday year?
Darkman.
What was the highest grossing movie? What?
Jurassic Park was the highest grossing movie on my birth year.
Nice.
Wow. I had the same birthday as Lindsay Lohan.
It makes me feel old.
Let's go around and give each.
I saw Jurassic Park in the
random
theater.
Thing about your birthday?
I'm sorry.
Zach, what's a random thing about your birthday?
Oh, hell if I know.
I know one.
The highest grossing movie on my birthday was Ghost.
I share the same birthday as Dr. Seuss.
What about you, Alan? What's your random birthday fact?
Let me ask Mr. Google.
Yeah.
Michael Google. I
thought everyone just kind of had one on retainer.
Yeah,
no,
I had the Dr. Seuss.
There was an earthquake at Martinique, destroying half of Port Royal in 1839.
I have the same birthday as Queen Latifah. I win.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a tie between Queen Latifah and Jurassic Park, which is another sentence I never thought I'd say.
Oh, hello. On my birthday, the day I was born, Avianca Flight 52 runs out of fuel and crashes in Cove Neck, New York. 73 die. Thank you, Google.
Yeah, my lovely wife has the same birthday as Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan.
Nobody? Star Wars Attack of the Clones came out on your birthday, Panda Cola.
The highest grossing movie on my birthday was Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
Highest. Are you looking at year? Yeah, you look at year. Highest.
I had to do a speech in college in which I talked about like things that happened on my birthday. And the number one song was Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi.
Nice.
I mean, you're already halfway there. Look at you.
What do you got?
Batman Returns.
I got Wayne's World.
You're born in 91? 92?
92.
Okay.
I am 29, baby.
I don't like this conversation. It makes me feel old. Let's move forward.
I also share a birthday with Mary J. Blige.
I share a birthday with Thomas Aquinas.
Who?
And Alicia Keys, but you know.
Bounty board, everybody. We are. So here's kind of the gist. What happened, right? So last week we started bounty board DM'd by no one else than Nolan, Envy of the North. I took it over today temporarily, so I'm playing as Abel, and I'm the DM, taking his story a little bit. I hope he's grateful when I tell him that we return with Beth being met and Pagan being also met. And a dwarf being murdered by Thrum. Sorry, Nolan, I love you. Please forgive me. Oh yeah, and you have a lot more NPCs and a lot of backstories to memorize. So
there's a gnome with 7 wards. You better know all their names.
Yes.
A gnome with 7 wards, and 7 wards had 7 wives, and 7 wives had 7 cats who had 7 kittens. How many wards were going to St. Ives?
This is an exponent formula. And no, but to emphasize, he was never married, as he said that he was good at the first half of the relationship, which is having kids, but the follow through and commitment, not a great one, and 7 times not the charm. So you are now in this graveyard adjacent with a dead dwarf and an unconscious, sleeping. Thrum.
He's taking a little nap.
Brom and Scree are on scouting for a shovel. And Abel, Beth, and Pagan. Is it Beth, or is that just what Pagan called you? Or is your full name?
That's just what Pagan calls me. It's fine. Whatever. Like I said, not bothered.
It's just good to speak to someone who is, well, I suppose not from here. I don't know what the capital punishment is, and I don't intend on walking away from this town without Thrum.
Oh, yeah.
We should probably tie him up,
maybe
actually.
Leaving now?
Perhaps we could. But there's also, before we met you, we heard rumor of a gnome that has been inventive with bone of some kind. So perhaps he would be better disposed. Oh no, I sent them off to a shovel. We don't need the shovel anymore. Shit.
Oops.
And Abel runs to go get Brom and Scree, leaving Elizabeth, Pagan, unconscious Thrum, and dead dwarf.
So do we want to try to burn the body, or?
Yeah, I just realized I do have a fire spell.
Oh, good. Here, we'll just go to work.
Are we just gonna do it right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless you have a better idea, we're in the graveyard, right? Like, whatever. Bodies are here.
I thought we were graveyard adjacent, like in the street.
Oh, rubbish. Okay.
Kind of like you're on the edge of the skirt of like the forest that goes way further out into the village. You look around and you don't see anyone nearby, not a soul. Just the faint echoes of the festival preparing in the distance.
Yeah, it's probably fine. Like, whatever.
Should we push it into the woods?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna gust and try to push the body a little bit into the woods, so we have a little bit cover.
And this is your gust cantrip.
Yeah.
A gust comes through whoosh, and just whistles over their armor and Thrum's unconscious rippling muscles, but just does not push them.
Maybe we should drag it. That seems like a lot of work. You want to just burn it right here?
Sure.
Yeah,
I'll cast chromatic orb, like a fire orb, at it.
Oh, okay.
I was just going to use a cantrip. I got produce flame. This is okay.
That's like the equivalent of a Bic lighter. Don't worry, I'll cremate him. The water genasi, it's like, of course it's gonna work. So I'm looking at chromatic orb, which is a 4-inch.
I'm not smart.
Yeah.
It deals 3d8 damage on a hit.
3d8. Oh, okay. Yeah, so between the both of you, you do this, and the body is on fire now. The more so his belongings are on fire, as he is not generally a dry being, but his leather and his tabard underneath is on fire. And you can smell the flesh beginning to burn. Thrum, do another constitute. What did you have to roll originally? Was it a wisdom?
For what?
Actually, do Constitution saving throw. No, Constitution check to stay asleep. How long
I didn't make a check the first time. It's supposed to be a number of d8s and hits my hit point, but I for the sake of it, wanted to just fall asleep.
Okay, we'll say
con save.
We'll do a con check.
Oh, that's a save. Sorry, ignore that number, even though it's a really good roll.
I know. That's why I didn't.
Hey, I rolled the same number.
Damn.
21.
21.
21.
You smell this flesh beginning to wake you up.
I get up. I remember that I was just punching a dwarf, and I look around and I see the dwarf on fire. Who's here?
Hey, buddy.
Abel went off. Who?
You, Beth, Pagan, and the dead dwarf.
Yeah, you're just with two strangers.
Okay, yeah.
Abel went to go get Brahm and Scream. We'll be with them in just a moment.
Okay.
And I'm just like fanning the flames with my wings, just casting gust, trying to get it hotter.
I think once we get to, like the fatty part, we should be good. That should work, like a candle. And you should stay like pretty. And then they'll be gone.
Have you done this before?
What?
Have you done this before?
I'm going to refrain from answering that question.
Broom's gonna start like using his hands and trying to waft it. It's not gonna help, but he's trying.
Oh, hey,
He's
you're
following
awake.
the example that's given.
We had to get rid of the evidence so you don't go to jail.
What is jail?
It's where they like make it so that you can't leave, and then usually because you did like a bad thing, they then do a bad thing to you because that's supposed to be like equivalent of the thing that you did. But as far as like is it actually equivalent? Is it cruel and unusual? It just kind of depends on, who's giving out the punishment. And then you have to ask yourself, like, did that person deserve that? Could they have changed? Maybe it was just their upbringing, Like, maybe we make people a certain way with society, and then, like, we punish them for it. That's what jail is.
That is a lot.
Yeah, I know. Feels heavy, right? Like, kind of hurts the soul. Anyway, the body should be gone soon, but we'll probably still have to figure out what to do with the bones. I don't think they're gonna burn.
How's it looking?
It's looking medium rare.
Okay. After about 2 minutes, Pagan will get super bored and just fly up into the trees
Oh, bro!
and start playing his flute.
This is a Tuesday for you.
That's
you
my
were hoping for
performance
more.
check.
Is that a concentration spell you got going there? Please focus.
Abel eventually finds Brahm and Scree.
Brahm, Scree, we don't need the shovel anymore. We have a plan. We're good.
Brahm
Scree wants to know what I do with all of these.
What exactly are we supposed to do with these? Brahm has 2 spades in his hand as well.
How many did Scree find?
He's like got an armful of them.
Wow, you found. Did you pay for these?
I don't feel I should answer that question.
We need to stop committing crimes and go.
It's only a crime if you get caught.
That's true. That's why we need to go.
Fair enough. Let's go.
He takes your arm and is like, come on.
Lord, Abel,
Scree saw Brahm test the shovel on the shop owner.
On the shop owner. Is the shop owner, was he moving when you left?
Scree thinks you don't want to know.
I don't really want to know the answer to that question.
Abel, his mouth is agape, like, okay, and he's visibly panicking now. And he says, just go down the. Which shopkeep was it, Scree?
It's not important. Don't worry about that. He'll wake up
all of them.
And Brahm says,
go to the graveyard adjacent, and I will be right there.
And
what am I doing? Am I asking this gnome how he wants to be interred?
I don't think he's in a turd. He's actually on the graveyard adjacent.
No. I'm asking if we discussed speaking with his spirit.
Come on, that was comedy genius. Sorry. I know he's not interred anyway. So, okay, so. How do you disregard that joke? Anyway, sorry.
It hurts.
I'm very sorry, everybody. Yeah, so Abel, he's way back trying to find the shopkeep where the shovel was tested out on. and you guys approach the graveyard, and about like 10 minutes later, he will approach. But you guys just approached the graveyard adjacent, where Throom has just now awoken to the smell of burning dwarf, a sentence I didn't think I'd have to say tonight, and Beth and Pagan.
Bahamut scale, is that flesh that I smell burning?
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about the smell.
I thought I was.
Yeah, it's awful.
I thought I was going to converse with the dwarf spirit and consult how he would like to be buried. Not.
Oh, yeah, but like we got bored waiting, so we just started the fire.
And thankfully, Pagan's gust cantrip is still wafting the smell away from the village.
Thank God.
I'm no angel myself, but I must say, we have committed a shocking amount of crimes in a very short time. More crimes than one would think would have been committed.
I just want to clarify that Beth and I are helping cover up your mess. We didn't commit any crimes. We're not involved, not associated.
You're burning a body.
In, counties and cities,
This is
like,
a public service.
Evidence. This technically would be evidence, and we're, getting rid of it. So, like, that could be a crime.
It absolutely is a crime. It is aiding and abetting.
I mean, but not everywhere. Like, not everywhere cares about that.
Admittedly,
maybe
gnomes seem rather complex to a point that they don't seem to make a lot of sense. I mean, there was one with 7 adopted sons, but it was a lot.
I mean, if this is a crime, maybe they should look into their labor laws because they seem a little loose.
Well, look, in any case, I'm going to talk with the dwarf spirit so that we can offer him peace and not be tormented or create some sort of a vengeful spirit that would haunt this village because of a bunch of assholes who beat him to death and burned him. You're muted, Kinsey.
You're muted, Kinsey.
Oh, no. Okay, well, we need to keep the fire burning. Otherwise, we'll never get it hot enough to get to the fatty layer make it like a candle.
Keep burning the corpse. I do fine. He pulls his spiritual focus out of his pack.
Scree throws all the shovels we just picked up and onto the body as fuel for the fire.
Well, at least those shovels came in handy.
Wait, did we still use one of those to bury the body?
Throom goes to reach for a shovel and burns his hand, but grabs the shovel anyway and uses it as a fan. This flaming shovel.
Well, all right. Just give me a moment, and he, Brahm breathes, holding a spiritual focus. Speak to me.
The dwarf suddenly.
Oh, wow.
And he just looks through you, eyes completely glazed over, looking through you.
Wait, is this his dead body doing this?
Yes.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess
dead body is moving.
I'm talking
it's like an ethereal spirit of it. The body is still still. And
so I'm not noticing this. Only Brahm is. Is that correct?
I misunderstood this. What?
Is this body moving in my vision or only in Brahm's?
Just to Brahm. I should have said that, and I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Only Brahm sees this, and the dwarf body remains motionless. I'm sorry for poor DMing skills on my end.
Hello. Yes. Yeah, hello.
I'll forgive you this time.
Hello, my dwarvish friend. My name is Brahm Kane. I am a medium, an entertainer, a musician, and sometimes exorcist. I believe that my friend may have possibly beaten you to death. I, however, would like to prevent any sort of poltergeists or vengeful spirit type situations. Do you perhaps have any unfinished business we could maybe take care of for you, perhaps, or any goals that you...
I came here in search of my brother.
Oh, well, that's definitely not making things more complicated. Your brother, you say?
I had finally found a lead with this gnomish couple. I had not heard from him in weeks.
First, let me ask, do you and your brother have a good relationship or a bad relationship?
It is one fraught with antipathy. However, he is still my brother.
Well, I'll be quite honest. My companion will likely try and murder your brother on sight. So if you wish, is that something that would be inconvenient for you?
Before I was rudely interrupted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My mistake, I'm definitely not busy.
And he gestures.
Yes.
They are told
Throom's
me
like scratching his chin.
your brute will pay for his misdone. And this bone man, this bone tailor, was the last one to see my brother alive.
Oh, yes, then your brother has absolutely been turned into some sort of mechanical monstrosity. Yes, I feel very confident in saying that.
Then I shall see him soon.
So, how are we, though? Are we good?
You are nothing but a vessel. And he looks over to Throom, who is just like picking his nose. Has another thing coming.
Ooh, see, gonna stop you right there.
It's like stuck. He is a mastermind. Behind dwarf kind. We've heard of him.
He's literally raised by bears. He's not... Yeah, it's...
He thinks nobody saw, but I did.
Yeah, he does that a lot. So what do you intend to do? Do you intend to haunt him? Try and harm? Like, what? Look, I'll level with you. I want to square this up. What's it gonna take? Be honest.
$5. All right, 6.
My life was taken from me unjustly.
Okay.
If you wish for odds to be even, then odds they shall be even. A life for a life. If you wish to spare your friend.
Let's pull on the reins a bit here. Let's slow this carriage down. I feel like we are... There's a lot of accusations being thrown about right now. But I don't like that.
I'm kidding. I don't even know what I can do in this damned form.
Not a lot. Unfortunately, you're a dwarf, so you're probably not very strong in this form.
Don't challenge me.
It's not meant to be an insult, it's just honest. So we burned your corpse. Is that good? You want to be buried?
The dwarven way is to be buried at the base of Mount Ahu.
Well, that's not going to happen. I will tell you that much right now. We are not going to do that. That is a long way.
Otherwise, I care not for my previous vessel, and I hope you get caught.
That's probably not going to happen. Look, I just want to point out, we did not murder you. It was an accident. Sure, my friend beaten your face into near oblivion, but I'm fairly sure a glass burst on your head, and that's what's actually killed you. And in a bar fight, literally, that could happen to anyone. Nobody... Really, you're at fault, because you assaulted that gnome couple here.
Called collateral damage. After the afterlife.
I'm just saying you've probably not considered all the variables here. Is that
you don't do this very often, do you?
I'm very drunk.
You and me both. Somehow it carries over to the afterlife.
Oh, does it? That's fascinating. I've never. Regardless, I'm glad. Look,
I was willing to give my life to find out the whereabouts of my brother.
Sure.
And
Yes.
if I had found out his demise was so soon, I would have given my life in exchange for the death of those who caused his. If you find out who killed him, then my life will not have been wasted.
You know what? That is exactly what we will do. One thing though, if you could just maybe acknowledge that we didn't murder you, and that it
on tape. Let me record it real quick. Hold on.
My name is Dwarf Number 2, and I was not murdered by these people.
Thanks. That is just
perfect.
That is great. Let's say that if anybody asks, it was a mercy killing.
Right, and you will find my brother, Dwarf Number 1.
Yes, we will find the corpse, the mismangled, strange, gross automaton corpse of your brother. Yes, I will consult with his spirit and tell him you said hi.
Otherwise, you have to give up your drinking.
That's not going to happen. That's not happening.
The deal is off. I'm gonna haunt the shit out of him.
I would like to perform an exorcism on the spirit and banish him into the afterworld.
Nolan, I'm so fucking sorry.
A boring conversation anyway.
Is Peggy just chilling in the trees, just like, it's a nice day?
I was playing my flute. That's why I rolled a performance check.
Oh, the performance check. Okay. What was
I
the
want to
roll?
believe
I'm so sorry. I
that
didn't see
Pagan
it.
can actually see and hear this ghost, but he's not saying anything. He's just like, all right. Conversation. I don't give a shit.
I think I can.
Oh yeah, because you can. Well, you can see the etherealness.
It is a different plane, technically.
Yeah, I think Scree can see him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that I did freak out when that happened, and am hiding behind the tree that Pagan is sitting in.
What was your performance check, Pagan?
21.
21. Wow, you're playing a very a beautiful song that seems to go on forever without loop. Almost as if the winds of chaos are blowing through each cylinder? Flute? Oh, so close to a good sentence. Anyway, so
learned it in the Feywild.
God damn. Learned in the Feywild. Thank you. Saving it. Don't acknowledge the bad. Okay, so God damn.
Yeah, all right, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Can we clip that?
No, please don't. No. Watch ADHD man struggle live. So, welcome
to Playotic.
Playotic, and that's gonna bring us to our raid. What the hell was happening? Talking to the man. He said
so I exorcised him because he threatened to haunt me for not stopping drinking.
So you exercise. So what is that? Dismissing the spell? What is the?
Yeah, basically, I'm driving him to the. I'm making him cross over.
You're making him cross over. Okay, so that's ending the spell, basically. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see him just fade into existence, and Scree, you watch this happen. Throom, your nose has been picked.
Great news.
Thoroughly.
I've consulted with the spirit, and in a strange twist, he totally took all responsibility for what happened and said he should have died. Although he did say that we need to find his brother who was killed. So if we could possibly do that, it would be great.
I mean, that seems fair.
He accused me of gaslighting. I don't know why that was a thing that he thought was happening.
He misunderstood the term.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on
intelligence.
there. Yeah, he didn't know. He was just throwing around words. He didn't know what they mean. It's
Strength
fine.
and constitution, though, through the roof.
Yes, I mean he was. Anyway, how's the corpse burning? Is Abel
How
back?
is the
What's going
corpse
on?
burning?
Abel is found the shop finally after going through multiple shops. Oh, let me fix Kinsey. Beep 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 boop bop. Kinsey.
Oh goodness.
Oh no, she's in the
God,
Matrix.
You are terrifying looking.
I'm gone.
Hold on, just kind of move
You're in
around a
the
bit. Yeah,
Matrix.
there you go. Hey, nice. All right,
Am I
perfect.
back?
Kind of.
Hey,
Kind of.
No.
Do this to your face.
Yeah, I always do the
perfect.
like.
Yeah, you kind of have to like move every pixel. Oh no, every berry! No! Oh no! Oh god! This
Thank you,
immortal
Avery
now.
Berry.
Oh damn it! Thank you,
You're the
Avery Berry.
best.
I mean, no, thank you. Thank you. Hey, no. So the creature's dismissed. Abel finally finds the shop. He crawls, kind of hunches under the door, and the bell rings. Ding 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 ding. And he just sees boots that are coming out of the counter. And looking over him is a gnome, and the gnome turns around to see Abel, and he has like a really meticulously like green face paint, and he's just, this town is dangerous. I'm moving to the coast.
I hear someone got murdered 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, so the green painted gnome is gonna move to a safe coastal town.
The green painted gnome.
And
I was wondering if he was going to make an appearance in this village.
That's credit to Monkey Man. But Abel says, "Oh yeah, I hear the coast is nice." That's not the right voice. I hear the coast is nice. I'm sure I'll never find myself there. And he takes the boots and he takes the shopkeeper, sees that he's also dead, and cradles him like he's not dead, and walks out and meets you guys back at the graveyard adjacent.
Oh my god.
Abel. Oh, good. Why do you have the shopkeeper?
He drops the shopkeeper on top of the burning dwarf.
I hope he wakes
have
up.
a situation.
Just have a corpse pile.
What do you mean we have a situation? What's the matter?
Is there anybody else we'd like to murder?
What are you talking about? I didn't murder. Oh
I
no,
heard
is he
you
dead?
tested out the shovel.
Well, of course I did. He was being an asshole, so I just gave him a bop. It's fine.
A bop.
Hey, just
Yeah, just a little, a little tap. A love tap, really.
Screams come from the fire.
he actually wasn't dead.
He is screaming.
Abel, I
The
thought you were
fire
a
woke him
doctor.
up. And Abel punches him to knock him out.
Oh yes, but definitely stop the murders.
He kind of stop, drops, and rolls him.
Abel.
Wait, and he looks at the water genasi. Wait.
What?
I didn't need to punch him.
Oh, do you need me to put him out?
Abel, I think you should go back to medical school because I'm not entirely sure you know what it's like when a man is alive or dead.
I only know how to help when they're alive. I don't know how to help when they're doing the whole death thing.
He was unconscious.
He had a very faint heartbeat.
It's probably because
finish
he's
medical
small.
school?
It's very small heart.
Well, and he could have low blood pressure. Wow.
I've heard of that.
He could have low blood pressure, Sometimes it makes that, fainter.
Dehydrated.
Is he dead now?
Maybe
think
you
so.
should.
I see
Well,
him breathing.
maybe you should heal him. Doctor Abel.
Well,
Possibly.
alright.
Yes, can I do that?
I can do
Can I heal
that.
people? I did go to medical school, but can I heal them? But would it ever work?
You can heal?
I can. Here, hold on.
Abel.
And I cast Healing Word
Oh, nice.
on the poor
I was
little
really
guy.
hoping you just marshmallow challenge stuffed good berries into his face.
Abel, you have performed surgery on me, and I'm really beginning to question that decision. That one, you can't tell if someone's alive or dead, and two, you don't seem to lack the ability to heal them. Which brings me to my next question. Why did I let you perform surgery on me multiple times?
Well, I am a doctor. I can heal just fine.
He is a doctor.
I heal him for 8.
You heal him for 8. He's still unconscious, but his very, very slight burns are gone.
That's better, little buddy.
Okay, new plan.
Yes.
He killed this dwarf. We need to make it look like he killed the dwarf.
How did we kill him?
But Throom killed Dwarf.
I have a knife. We can give him a knife.
Stab the corpse and give him the knife.
Wait.
Wake him up and make him feel that in a fit of murderous rage, he killed this dwarf.
And we
Hold
can make little
on.
swirls
Wait.
like Beth's skin on his face with the blood from the dwarf.
Wait.
Yes.
But I thought we were gonna take the bones to like the guy that like uses stuff, and then there won't be a body anymore. So
No,
like,
see that? No, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to make the gnome think that he has murdered this dwarf. Then we will tell him that we will take care of the body and dispose of the bones for him to, get over the fact that I knocked him out with a shovel, and then Abel tried to murder him by setting him on fire.
That might
work. Scree thinks this is foolproof.
that seems unnecessarily complicated.
No, it's great.
And that is where we're going to leave it off for Nolan to pick up.
All right, Nolan. Balls in your court, my dude.
Watch this and be like, what just happened?
Well, nothing was accomplished per se, so that could be a good thing.
No, murder was accomplished.
I think more than we needed to accomplish was accomplished.
Yeah, we had like very low stakes. I want to say though, Throom, as we head out, notices that Thor is missing, and in a panic, runs off in a random direction because he doesn't know where the tavern is, and he's in a panic and gonna try and find Thor.
Oh no.
Well, that's okay.
All right, so he runs off.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah, so we're starting off with a murder, an attempt at framing a murder, and one of the party members who ran off in a random direction.
I feel like the next episode should start with like the Law and Order
just like previously on Bounty Board. All the clips that are just the only thing we play is the clip that Avery Berry made of Sumner. That's the only thing we play after the Law and Order intro.
It's Law and Order Forgotten Realms. Bump.
There you go.
I suspect next time Nolan can't DM, he's like, I can't DM. I'm like, I got it. He's like, no, I can't DM. Actually.
No, you don't got it. Sumner.
I can DM.
Yeah, you know what? I can do it for my car, right? I'll just put it on speakerphone and you can just hear me.
Yeah, it'll be fine. You don't need to trouble yourself with DMing.
Sumner, throw these memes on screen.
Oh, I completely forgot about memes.
How could you forget the memes?
The memes.
But Alan, Kinsey, what are your thoughts on Bounty Board? Welcome. Thank you so much for being a part of Playotic. And,
welcome in.
We love you guys, and we're excited to play more with you.
Oh my god, these memes!
And by
memes
the way,
are great.
To of course Kinsey and Alan and everyone watching, these Bounty Board is players can change out, characters may remain, things happen all the time, and there's never like a huge plot arc to the point where it's like it's illogical or irrational for a character to leave, do their own thing, and come back whenever it's convenient. So it's all about scheduling who's available and the
familiar faces in couple of weekly stories.
Yeah, of course with rotating DMs. This is this type of this version of Dungeons and Dragons is very, very fluid, fun, keeps the story going, and it's all about just having fun itself. It's as opposed to sticking to a rigid story or anything like that. It's always fun to drop in, see what's going on, and just kind of join in on the chaotic chaos. I don't know what rings off the tongue yet.
Yeah, we kind of refer to it as a medium form campaign style, but because it's the same for the most part. It's the same core group of adventurers, but they're not even really adventurers. They're just kind of just a bunch of assholes, I guess, just like wandering around committing crimes.
Okay,
now.
I will say this. The evidence to this episode is to the contrary, but Throom is really, he's too simple to be an asshole, except to dwarfs.
Well, that's fair. Well, now we've become criminals.
Scree was just trying to help.
Scree did help. Scree was the one who actually committed the murder, but no one knows that.
One who would believe us if we told them.
Nolan kill Master Frazee.
In the chat.
Murder did occur. Frazee, no.
Yeah, Nolan, I gotta catch you up. I gotta write up all these NPCs. The gnome bar owner who has 7 young wards that are with 7 different people.
7 wards for one dwarf.
And and the gnomish wage laws and labor laws and the economy, really, and of course the crippling student debt issue targeted at young gnomes, which was a huge plot point tonight. So we have.
I mean, it explains why the ward knew so much. He's well educated and paid dearly for it.
Yes.
I called Nolan up and via chat. And he's like, "What? You did?
What? Oh, Nolan, I owe you."
It's the perfect crime.
It really is. I like to look. I came up with that plan pretty quickly, but I'm proud of it because I think it works. I really do.
I like that we ran with the fact. I was like, yeah, Brom knocked some guy out.
Yeah, that was interesting, actually. Like us not realizing that he murdered the dwarf, or was trying to at very least, until Abel was able to like feel the pulse and was like, "We need to go right now."
Now, I'm kind of questioning if the dwarf was actually dead now, since he couldn't tell if the gnome was alive or not. So the dwarf might have not actually been dead yet.
You know, Abel graduated in this universe. He graduated college.
Oh, that's true.
But I mean, did he? Like, he couldn't tell if the gnome was dead. I'm just giving Abel shit, Sumner.
I think he just assumed. He was just like, "Oh no, another one."
Oh, no.
But you never want your doctors to assume, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That cough is probably the flu. I'll just assume it's the flu. You're fine.
I like that Thrum killed the dwarf, and we're like, burn it. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
We didn't. Don't put that on we. That was Abel.
That was Abel, 100%.
Oh, I want to project that pretty hard. No, that was y'all.
Thrum was asleep.
I'll project every time. What is this? When the party kills a dwarf, able to panic. When they are able to take care of the body quietly, calm. Hearing Brom and Scree hit the shop owner with the shovel, panic. The random dwarf. Y'all didn't even give a shit enough to get his name. I love that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even ask him. I introduced myself and I was like, "It doesn't matter who you are.
You're dead.
You're dead."
My large friend killed you very quickly. He's just like picking his nose. I love the throw to Thrum of just like, your friend is gonna be cursed, and Thrum's like picking his nose.
I'm flashing back to the last stream where we were like, why are we in this town? Like, why did we come here? And you're like, oh, you just came here to like, you just stumbled upon it. And I imagine our characters are like, we're just coming here to stumble along. We're just stumbling through your town. And they look at the camera like serious. Like murder's about to happen. But,
no, we came to this town because we heard it was all gnomes, and so there's no dwarves for Thrum to get angry at and try and murder.
I just want to point out the fact that it literally took us 2 sessions to become actual murder hobos. Like, that is how quickly we went from like, new campaign, 2nd session, murder hobos.
Okay.
I like how it's become an umbrella term when
loves
only 2
animals
people
and
were
hates
involved
dwarves.
in the murder.
There was not going to be any murder until Sumner was like, there's a dwarf here.
I completely forgot that you had mentioned that Thrum hated dwarves. Like, I completely forgot about that.
What'd you say, Alan?
Oh, I said I like how it became an umbrella term that we're all murder hobos and only 2 people were involved in the murder.
Mm-hmm. Like, guilty by association.
Well, there is a...
They weren't even like with us. They were just sitting at our table.
Yeah, they were there.
We got dragged into it.
Yeah.
And that's how it starts. When you hang out with the wrong crowd of people.
Yeah, let's be a lesson.
Really
this is a PBS show right now. Like, don't hang out with the wrong people, or they're gonna murder a dwarf, and you'll be implicated.
And then they'll ask you to burn the body.
Yep. And then you'll teach them how to fan the flames.
All right. Well,
It's very important that you get to the fatty layer, otherwise the body won't burn properly.
Yep, like it'll burn like a candle. That's what Thrum learned today.
Well, it will burn like a candle. Well, because like, have you ever seen any of the stuff where they investigate the possibility of spontaneous human combustion?
No, the only thing I've ever seen of that is a South Park episode where they're like, if you hold in your farts, you'll spontaneously combust. If you fart too much, we're going to destroy the atmosphere. Well, what do? Fart just enough.
Never mind then. Just me. Don't mind me.
No, that's super interesting. Like I just was unaware of this. Dylan learned something today.
Welcome.
Do we have a raid phrase?
Oh yeah. What are we saying for a raid? Sorry to interrupt you, Kinsey.
No, you're good.
Where did you get that shovel?
Where did you get that
Where
shovel?
did you get the shovel?
Kinsey, your snort gets me every time.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever apologize. I love it.
Our pals over at Total Party Chill.
Yeah, we're gonna say it back. We haven't seen them in a minute. Or the "Do you wanna burn a body?"
Do you wanna burn a body?
Of course, we'll be back on Wednesday with more Star Wars.
Gotcha.
And hopefully we won't do to Zach what we did tonight. Just
hopefully
start murdering.
I mean,
I did almost murder those swoop bike guys, though.
well, like what we're supposed to be doing in Star Wars is bring someone back alive or dead. So I think it's okay.
I can bring him in warm, or I can bring him in cold.
Do you want to burn a body?
How about lukewarm? Like 70 degrees.
We could do that.
Yeah, like room temperature. Bring them in room temperature.
What Star Wars?
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and thank you so much again to Kinsey and Alan for joining our first Playotic stream. We'll have you guys back on, and we'll see y'all in the Discord.
I hope so. I'm part of the group.
Let's just say hey to Total Party Chill. Love you.
Much love. See you Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.